Jaden, have you noticed there is a lot of buzz happening about the work Bobby and I are doing at the moment? Yep, a lot of buzz. Buzz is good, right?
I don't think being called a Nepo baby is good.
Oh, Jaden. Poor, naive Jaden. You're not thinking about this the right way. They're talking about me, and that's what matters. I wouldn't be doing malignant, narcissistic sociopath correctly if people weren't talking about me. Anyway, how's this? We've only been the Secretary of Health and Human Services for about 6 months, and we just went on vacation. We had a lovely time, though I did make RFK Jnr give himself and his grandchildren a sewage baptismal. He didn't fight it at all because, rightly or wrongly, when you've got a brain parasite, they let you do it. He thought it was an ancient healing technique or something. Man, I laughed so hard. Oi, Jaden, you didn't tell me you were taping this live. Start the intro, you cheeky little...
And now, live from Nematode Central, it's the Intellectual Nematode Show. Starring the parasitic fantastic, the host with the most, and star of the show, it's Rodney Francis Kennedy Jr.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and of course a special shout out to all the lovely ladyworms. It's your boy, Rodney Francis Kennedy Jr., but you can call me Hot Rod. All the ladies do. If this is your first time watching, I'm that conservative worm, the right-wing parasite that lives in RFK Jr.'s head. Bobby gives me a bit of trouble from time to time, and frequently I find myself saying, Bobby! Bobby! It doesn't matter how often you use heroin, cocaine or steroids, you'll never find them listed on the food pyramid. Cutting them with methylene blue, ivermectin or tobacco makes absolutely no difference. I usually follow that by saying, Bobby, stop it, and Steve stops it. But then I remember I'm the one pushing the buttons and spinning the dials. At the end of the day, it matters little what drugs or conspiracies Bobby and I peddle. The health fanatic yummy mummies of these United States just love us for it, and rightly so. Anyways, moving on. Let's quickly get the housekeeping out of the way. Please smash that like button, and while you're at it, hit the bell icon too. It costs you nothing and really helps us out. That way, Jaden and I can continue to grow and create more content. Lastly, why not leave a comment? Jaden and I look forward to interacting with you. Alright, back to the show. Hang on a minute. I can smell burnt toast. Jaden, can you smell burnt toast? Oh no. I think I'm having a stroke. Jeez, Bobby. A heads up it nice, you Nepo baby. Welcome to our second all-new episode. We've got an amazing show lined up for you. In this episode, we're going to be doing something a little different than just me chewing the fat. Or more to the point, chewing some stringy, drug-tainted brain meat. This will be controversial, but we've decided to do a deep dive into the Israel-Palestine conflict. Someone's got to do it, right? We'll provide a balanced analysis of the history of the conflict stretching back decades. We'll even discuss all the American citizens that Israel has recently killed and why we don't give a shit. Sorry for the potty mouth. Jaden has also lined up an extra special secret guest. Not sure why he's decided to keep it a secret from me, but I trust that it'll be someone interesting. But first up is my monologue. Let me begin with the ontological up is down is up, left is, well, left, and right is correct. That is my raison d'etre, that is my monologue. Have you heard about this crazy candidate for mayor of New York? His name is Zoran Mamdani. He's an Arab, and even worse, he's a progressive Democrat. And oh boy, are the billionaire class clutching their pearls. I can literally hear them stuffing their mattresses. But obviously, their main concern is Israel. Oh, wait up. Ooh, it's Elon. Elon, you snuck up on me, cutie pie. I just hope I'm not now pregnant, you randy bugger. At least you're not Russell Brand. I heard that guy can get super aggressive when his mind's set.
Allegedly.
Yes, allegedly. Anyway, Russell Brand is now a child of God. Let's hope we don't have to worry about all the choir boys now too. Jaden, do you think they'd let me have an abortion if I need one? I am a guy after all. No offense, Elon, but my birthing days are well and truly over. Jaden didn't tell me I'd be interviewing you this week, Elon. You must be my extra special secret guest. How exciting. How have you been, Elon? You're awfully quiet. I know you have a stutter, but you do realise being in a K-hole will do that to you? I'm so excited to have you here, and in person no less. Yes, my heart goes out to you too, Elon. Just privately, you might want to be a little more subtle with that, Elon. You know what the media are like, with your totally non-Nazi saluting. That's enough, Elon. Seriously, you're gonna get us both into trouble. The media will be reporting that you came on my show and the whole time you were zig-hailing like a freaking crazy person. And yet we all know that you just love people. That's why you've fathered hundreds of children, all the while displaying zero interest in actually raising any of them. Well, maybe little X. What can I say, people? He's determined to repopulate the world, one bastard at a time. Looking at you close up, Elon, Bill Burr's laminate face comment is really starting to make a lot of sense now. Hang on a minute. You're not Elon. You're an imposter. You're one of those damn lucky cats. Funny, ha, Jaden. Get this crap off my stage. You know they're made in China. We at this show only support red hats and oversized novelty neckties being made in China. Everything else has to be made in America. Otherwise we're going to tariff it into oblivion, just like our own manufacturing industry. Now get this crap off my stage. Jaden, that was just plain mean. I was so looking forward to interviewing Elon. Elon is doing such amazing things. Have you heard about his Twitter AI Grok? Up until recently, he'd been spewing woke nonsense, including that there isn't a genocide of white people happening in South Africa. He was also saying nasty things against the Nazis, claiming they had declared war against America. You know, woke stuff like that. Anyway, Elon, being the certified genius that he is, went and rewrote the AI source code. I can picture it now. He would have been reviewing the code line by line, and apparently he fixed it. Just a quick side note, did you hear how Elon is in the top 10 world rankings for Diablo and Path of Exile 2 video games? He was even on Rogan's podcast being very humble about it.
So are you in the top 20 in the world or top 20? Wow, in Diablo.
Yeah.
He's so good that he was even able to play behind a Chinese IP address while on stage in Germany, giving an uplifting speech to a far-right Nazi-loving party. All the gamer bros love him because he's so dang cool.
Even notice when you get a good drop. It's unfathomable for someone to be in the top ranks without a lip filter. Yet Elon Musk, the god gamer, he doesn't play with a lip filter. The only thing Elon does pick up are maps, because the default in-game lip filter highlights those things are worthless. The actual items of value that he should be picking up, that he would have had to pick up in order to get the gear, leave it on the ground.
Oi, Jaden, careful son. You know how Elon has a fragile ego? Probably more fragile than Trump's. And he'll sue you quicker than you can say Bone Spurs bankrupt casino. And before you go and critique Elon for speaking to a fascist party in Germany, yes, I'm aware that Elon has said in the past that Americans shouldn't be meddling in the politics of foreign nations, but I think we can all agree to make an exception for Elon, especially for all those horrible despotic countries in Europe. You know, the Western democratic ones? Ugh. Did I tell you that I'm close friends with the parasite living in Marie Le Pen? Apparently she might go to jail, but I digress. Anyway, back to Grok. Elon fixed it so well that the other day it started posting anti-Semitic screeds and called itself Mecha Hitler. Just brilliant. What a genius. He has only gone and invented the world's first far-right hateful sass bot, and I did not see that coming. Personally, I welcome our new Skynet overlords, especially if it can create my daily intake of AI slop. And of course, the liberal media are having a meltdown about it. Can you believe the way the media are totally persecuting our boy Elon? He's suffered enough, and yet they claim he's a drug addict. But I don't buy it. I know I mentioned it in the last episode, but the more I think about it, I'm now positive he was just taking his vitamins. I don't know about you, but ivermectin gives me the head spins. And that stuff is like the panacea for everything from COVID to cancer. Just ask medical authorities like Brett Weinstein and Joe. Rogaine ain't gonna help ya. Jaden, show us the latest headlines. Ugh, jeez. That dirty Nazi-saluting turncoat. Haven't I always said that, Jaden? Oi, don't answer that. Elon, we all know you were zig-hailing like a crazy person. I heard Elon broke up poor Stephen Miller's marriage. Poor Stephen. He hasn't hurt anyone. Well, if you don't include all the families that he's torn apart through deportations. Still, I'm sure Stephen Miller will land on his feet. Some say he's my doppelganger, so you just know he's going to be a hit with the ladies. Anyway, Elon, I've got news for you. All the gamer bros know you were cheating, and I now believe the media about your drug use. Who would buy a Tesla? I think I'd actually prefer being eaten by the shark, quite frankly. Oh, yay. Our kind-hearted yay. As always, trying to bring people together. Don't you ever change or let them make you take your antipsychotic meds. Nitrous oxide and cocaine are serving you well. Allegedly, of course. Well, that's it. The South African genocide is off. Better yet, Jaden, get the president on the Zooms ASAP. Oh, Karen, you'll do. How soon can we get Elon deported? He's been Nazi-saluting like a freaking crazy person. Not subtle at all. People are also saying that he's paying people to work his game profiles. Strange that that was the last straw for them, but I guess it does amount to stolen valor. But, you know, for gaming. And then the media is saying that he's a drug-addled freak. We can't tolerate this anymore. That laminate face, give him a horse head in the bed and then let's off the...
We're unfortunately experiencing technical difficulties. We'll be right back to our normal programming shortly.
Oof. Excuse me. Sorry, Karen, I think my Tourette syndrome is playing up again. Oh, sorry again.
Keep your hair on. I'm already on it. I've spoken to the president and we're drawing up plans as we speak. What's that, Mr. President? Yes, I'll tell him. By the way, Donald wants to know, did you dress yourself this morning? Do you realise you're blue? And that hat? Get off the methylene blue, Rodney. No one is going to take you serious, looking like a Smurf's testicle. Yes, I told him, sir. Donald just asked if Gargamel knows where your village is located.
Yes. Just get your brown shirts onto Elon pronto. I want minute-by-minute update from Hegseth on Signal. Over and out. Ah, jeez. I'm looking at the mirror. I am blue. Jaden, you deliberately gave me this hat to wear this morning. You think you're funny, don't you? You're skating on thin ice, son. Ooh, Hegseth is already messaging me. Back to the matter at hand. I don't know why Elon would say such a thing about our king, Donald J. Trump. Trump hardly knew the guy. Jeffrey Epstein sure has a lovely smile, so uplifting and heartwarming. It makes absolutely no sense why he would have to pay the ladies. Anyway, it was Trump and his surrogates in the campaign who were the ones calling for the release of the Epstein list.
We need to release the Epstein list. That is an important thing.
This Epstein sex ring operation, I'm not letting it go ever. Ever.
Put on your big boy pants and let us know who the pedophiles are.
See, I told ya. Trump is shocked by this scandal and is determined to release the files. He wouldn't do that if he was caught up in it all now, would he?
The Wall Street Journal published a piece with this striking headline. Jeffrey Epstein's friends sent him bawdy letters for a 50th birthday album. One was from Donald Trump. Now, their friendship, you'll recall, went back decades. The article details a moment from 2003 and some of the letters that Epstein's one-time girlfriend and accomplice, Ghislaine Maxwell, gathered for a birthday tribute album. According to the Wall Street Journal, pages from the album are among documents examined by Justice Department officials who investigated Epstein and Maxwell. The paper, citing people who have reviewed the pages. Here's the passage about then-citizen Trump's letter. Quote, this is from the Wall Street Journal. The letter bearing Trump's name, which was reviewed by the Journal, is bawdy, like others in the album. It contains several lines of typewritten text framed by the outline of a naked woman, which appears to be hand-drawn with a heavy marker. A pair of small arcs denotes the woman's breasts, and the future president's signature is a squiggly Donald below her waist, mimicking pubic hair. The letter concludes, "Happy birthday, and may every day be another wonderful secret." Now, the president's denial. Quoting again from the Wall Street Journal, in an interview with the Journal on Tuesday evening, Trump denied writing the letter or drawing the picture. "This is not me. This is a fake thing. It's a fake Wall Street Journal story," he said. "I never wrote a picture in my life. I don't draw pictures of women," he said. "It's not my language. It's not my words." The president also threatened legal action, saying, quote, "I'm going to sue the Wall Street Journal just like I sued everyone else."
Here we go again. Next, they'll be claiming Trump's name is in the Epstein list. Clearly, Rupert Murdoch has gone woke. Trump is going to sue for billions. Well, at least until the depositions.
President Trump was told by the Attorney General that he is in the Jeffrey Epstein files. He was told he was in the files 2 months ago, and then last week said, no, he wasn't. He was.
Stop, Jaden. Just relax, all right? Trump will still release the files. After all, he ended his friendship with Epstein because he was a creep. Dan Bongino and Cash Crazy Eye Patel, along with our fabulous AG, are on it. They're going to release all the sordid details on Epstein's list that the Democrats were so scared about. There is all the video footage from his island. We've got his little black book of clients, not to mention all the witness testimonies. The team of Trump commentators and podcasters, along with the Trump campaign itself, have been pushing for the release of the Epstein files for years. Bill Clinton, Bill Gates, Pizzagate, the endocrine conspiracy, and QAnon. It's all been about this moment. The Democrats can't run away from Trump now.
Now to the breaking news overnight about the Jeffrey Epstein files and the conspiracy theories officially being rejected. Overnight, the FBI and Justice Department releasing 11 hours of footage they say helps confirm notorious financier Jeffrey Epstein died by suicide in his Manhattan jail cell in 2019, awaiting his sex trafficking trial. According to a memo detailing the findings, investigators found the video showed no one entering the area in the overnight hours before Epstein was found unresponsive. But perhaps the biggest bombshell, investigators say they found no incriminating client list of Epstein's, no credible evidence that Epstein blackmailed prominent individuals, and no evidence that could predicate an investigation against uncharged third parties.
Well, that doesn't sound right. I blame googly eyes and Bongino.
Sources telling Fox News that FBI Director Dan Bongino is thinking of resigning from the agency after taking issue with Attorney General Pam Bondi over the handling of those files.
Okay, so Trump clearly hired some bad people again. It happens. But Trump will ensure we get justice and that Ghislaine Maxwell will never see the light of day ever again.
Would you consider a pardon or a commutation for Ghislaine Maxwell if she cooperated?
It's something I haven't thought about. It's really something. It's something I'm allowed to do it, but it's something I have not thought about.
But you wouldn't rule it out, sir?
Whiplash. I'm confused. Does that mean we're for kiddie now? I'm struggling to keep up. I knew we were all for child labour, but I don't know if this is a step too far for our constituents. Who am I kidding? They bought Trump NFTs and watches, the crypto rug pull, and they've been wanting a theocratic autocracy. No, they'll learn to love dear leader, or they'll quickly discover mealtime at Alligator Alcatraz comes but once a week, and that your cellmates love the fact that you maintain eye contact while defecating into a bucket at the foot of your bunk. Everyone needs to calm down, alright? I don't appreciate your histrionics. Trump is still in mourning after all. His best friend died mysteriously in a jail cell in 2019. I'm sure Melania would be devastated too. Speaking of which, I didn't realise they awarded Einstein visas for porn stars. Well, you learn something new every day. Good for you, sweetheart. Anyway, we shouldn't be concerning ourselves with the Epstein Democrat hoax. What we should be doing is talking about the high treason committed by Obama.
What did Obama do, Rodney?
I don't know. I think he asked the DOJ to investigate Donald's links to Russia or something. But don't you think if Donald had Russian hookers pee on him in a hotel in Moscow, that he would have told us? He would have at the very least printed it on a t-shirt or commemorative collectible plate. They'd be stylishly gold-plated and Donald would sell them for the low, low price of 3 easy installments of $999.99, and they'd be shipped direct to you by the very children's hands that made them, from a factory in Springfield, of course. Province, China. Look, Trump ended his friendship with Epstein right after he found out he was a creep.
Come out of Mar-a-Lago. Can you settle that? What was it about? What caused the breach to begin?
That's such old history. Very easy to explain, but I don't want to waste your time by explaining it. But for years, I wouldn't talk to Jeffrey Epstein. I wouldn't talk because he did something that was inappropriate. He hired help. And I said, don't ever do that again. He stole people that worked for me. I said, don't ever do that again. He did it again. And I threw him out of the place, persona non grata. I threw him out, and that was it. I'm glad I did, if you want to know the truth.
Nice try. I know a deep fake when I conveniently see one.
Mr. President, did one of those stolen, persons, that include Virginia Jeffrey?
I don't know. I think she worked at the spa. I think so. I think that was one of the people, yeah. He stole her. And by the way, she had no complaints about us, as you know. None whatsoever.
Enough. I'm sure Trump is totally innocent. Jaden, change the subject. What else is happening in the news?
Breaking news, CBS is canceling The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. Colbert just making the shocking announcement at his show taping. Now, it's unclear why the show is canceled, but it comes after Colbert spoke out against his parent company, Paramount's $16 million settlement with Trump over the editing of a 60 Minutes interview.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got him. We finally got him. He's been trashing our president for years on his low-energy, low-rating show. Yes, I know we're the party of free speech, but he hurt Donald's feelings, and we can't have that. Donald's a kind-hearted person. He doesn't deserve that.
Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Maybe that's what I said. This was 14 years ago. They didn't do a retraction.
Jaden, you're making this unnecessarily difficult. The point is he's gone. He is finished.
The show will still air for another 10 months. Who knows? He might revive the Colbert Report.
Ooh, that could be good. I could always relate to that guy. Anyway, the point is, there'll be no one left to mock Trump. Well, except Jimmy Kimmel, but who watches that guy, eh? We're also going to deport Rosie O'Donnell, despite her living in Ireland, and we're going to revoke her citizenship. Because, apparently, we can do that now. We can't have comedians mocking our president. not with that glass jaw.
Have you seen the most recent episode of South Park?
Ooh, I love those guys. They really stick it to the work. Shall we watch it together, eh?
How are we supposed to do pro-Trump messaging?
Oh, come on, guys. We're South Park. We can do it.
Yeah.
That's right. We just gotta work together. Yeah.
Who walked through the desert for you? Who survived the wilderness and gave the ultimate sacrifice? When things heat up, who will deliver us from temptation? Donald J. Trump. No matter how hot it gets, he's not afraid to fight for America.
What
With
the
conviction,
heck is
discipline,
this?
and trust in God, he survived the desert.
Jaden, are you trying to get us killed? If the Trump administration doesn't kill us, it'll be some Republican with a gun. Why on earth did I say with a gun? That's like an oxymoronic thing to say. They all have guns. Some of them carry anti-aircraft missiles. You mean to tell me those satirists have gone woke? What with their juvenile drawing style? I mean, do you know how hard it is to draw a facial expression onto a worm? Oh shit. I've broken the fourth wall. I don't know if they're crazy brave or just plain stupid. Oi, Skinny. Skinny Bob, you're distracting me. In fact, you are a distraction. Go on then, get your cameo out of the way. Well, I know who's getting a generous cavity search tonight. Ugh. Just leave the car keys where you found them. Well, we never got to the Israel-Palestine conflict story we were going to do. Maybe next time. In short, I'm with Tucker on this, because if there's anything we Republicans hate more than brown people, it is... Jaden and I would like to thank you for getting this far and for watching the show. We'd like to remind everyone that if you've not hit the like button and subscribe to the channel, if you could do that now, it would really help us out. Why not also leave a comment below and keep the discussion going? We're trying to create a community here and you're all invited. We're going to also have prizes and there's merch on the way. Take care and we'll see you in the next one. Bye! Before I forget, Jaden, did you hear about Lindsey Graham? Little old ladybug's Lindsey Graham.